So this is part 2 of the Mach 1 cylinder head disassemble, modifications, and reassemble. Now, I'm going to be talking about in this video port matching a cylinder head. Now, the port matching side of it is basically the process of going into each one of the ports on the cylinder head and taking off material that could cause a restriction and alter the airflow in any way. As you can see, this port, I have put a Sharpie mark on it so that you can see how much material actually needs to be taken off all the way around the edge. Every single port is pretty much the same thing, but that will alter the airflow. It'll cause turbulence in the airflow right in this area, and the air will basically just spin, and it will alter the flow and restrict the flow and direction of the airflow. And that's not really what you want, so you go in and make it a smooth transition into the port. Now you only cut and grind about 3/4 of an inch to an inch down in the port. Okay? Now, as you can see, there's a shiny spot way down here, which is about 2 inches. Now that's not actually porting, or that's not actually a cutting or anything. I just went with a sand or a polishing wire brush and polished that up a little bit. But you only want to cut about 3/4 of an inch to an inch down the port. Now this area here is called a injector recess area. Now that is where the injector fires its spray. Some cylinder heads have it, some don't. All the research I've done says that if you have a cylinder head that has injector recess area, you want to keep it the same basic shape and design, so the same angle. It has a certain angle to it where it fires in a certain place, and you want to keep that the same. Now the reason I've only gone about halfway, I've only cut about half of the material off, is to keep that angle. I didn't have to take much material off, and if I did, I would have had to take more material off the sides and then go much deeper with that recess area to compensate for the angle, to get that perfect angle back. And I just didn't want to mess with it. I didn't want to get too far into something I didn't know much about, so I just kind of left it the same. Just took a little bit of material off. But if you're doing this, there's different cutters and stuff like that. I use a pneumatic grinder with dremel tools. I have carbide burrs, wire wheels, sanding stones, stuff like that. But it's up to you what you use, and that's pretty much it for this video. I'll have another one up soon, but thanks for watching.